welcome back to the Shabby Rose. I am so excited that you are with me today. My name is Susan. I love nails and makeup and I like color. So let me share with you the Sydney Grace bundle that I have been curating. Each month they have a bundle that you can buy from their website, and this is the colors I have so far. One was from December. This one was the January. This was the surprise bag that was blue. This was a surprise bag that was red that came with this highlighter here. Month's bundle. They have given us a lipstick in Maya. Yes, it's beautiful, and this is the color. It has a creamy consistency and kind of like it's not stringy, but it does glide on very creamily. And this is my second time filming this because I have a new camera set up and I'm trying to work it out, trying to get it to work well. So that is the lipstick that they've given this month, and then they gave a highlighter, Prism, and this is more of an icy toned highlighter. It is absolutely gorgeous, and let's swatch it, see what it looks like on the skin, and it shows up really nicely. So let's add that to, I have this little palette right here, so let's just put it in here, pop it in here right now, so I don't have to deal with that huge palette. It's really big, so I'm going to place that right there in the corner. Let's see here, and then there is a beautiful eyeshadow that is more like a mauvey rose tone. Got it. It comes in cards like this with the names on the back, and as you can see right here, it is a rose petal, and it says matte right here. It is beautiful, just a beautiful matte. So let's swatch that, put that right here. Has to be, it's buildable, so let's see here if I can get that to build. There you go, right here, right there. So this little two stickers, so you could decorating your palette or on the back, and just keep track of all the different ones that you have. All right, we have a like a brown type color right here, Chocolate Kiss. Ooh, and it's a matte. Is a Valentine's Day bundle, you might say. There you go. We're gonna swatch it. Ooh, look at that. That's pigmented. So we're gonna place that right here. That is so nice and silky. It really is. And metallic rose type color, Beauty Queen, and it is a pressed pigment. They have a more deeper tone to them. They have more color. They are intense, but pressed pigments can cause eye irritations. They are not meant to go around the eyes, according to the FDA. But some people do have allergic reactions to pressed pigment. You could use it like a blush. You could add it as like a coloring in other parts of the face. But they're gorgeous. I love it. This has a lovely metallic sheen to it. So we're going to just swatch that just like this. We're going to put that right below the brown. And there's a brownish tinge to it. Try that again. Yeah, it has a shade that adjusts in it from like that coppery rose. Over here you can see like a bit of brown. So that palette, wow, I just about lost it. Put that right there. So those are the three colors with the highlighter. Very thick. This is called Girls Night, and this is another pressed pigment. Oh, it's like a purpley red. Look at that. Ooh, that is really cool. That is very pigmented, but it's a drier formula, you might say, a little bit drier. So we'll put that right here and put that across. You probably might experience some fallout with these last two pressed pigment colors, but that is absolutely gorgeous. The 4 shades, the highlighter, and the lipstick that came this month. Matte eyeshadow right here, brown, and then 2 pressed pigments, and this lipstick. So that is the February bundle. To try out something that I had since, I think, Black Friday. Yeah, Black Friday, November, after Thanksgiving, and I just haven't had the courage enough to try it, and I decided to try it now. But it is a brush set. How cool is that? And I haven't even used them yet. I do have brushes and stuff, but I have never tried ColourPop before. And the Black Friday deal was so good that I got a good deal on a brush set and a palette. Try the brushes with the Sydney Gray stuff. I did, because of all the drama around this one product, I wanted to try it out and see if it would actually work on my stubby eyelashes. Telescopic Lift Mascara. Wow, it is late. I've been up since 2 a.m. so please excuse anything that my little brain fizzles out and I stare at you like this, like a deer in the headlights. That's because it's been quite the morning already, and I do have my large glass of coffee. Yes. And so, yes, there was a lot of drama around this, but I wanted to see if it really did what it did. And let's see if it does the telescopic whoosh whoosh like someone said it does. So I am going to start out with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Now I'm going to combine that with this Baby Skin by Maybelline, and it is an instant pore eraser. Just use your fingers and put it on. Together, these make my large pores disappear. And you know what? My bangs are going to be a real pain. I'm going to have to look weird for a moment and put on my little scrunchy scrunch. Blech. Oh, don't you like the bow? Oh my. Really? And it doesn't stay. Eyelids like dry around here. Not up here. Up here, because they're a little bit hooded. You can see that hoodedness. This putty primer likes to crease and cause me some inconveniences. So that's why I combine this with the e.l.f. and that helps it not to crease at all. Adds another layer of slickness because this stuff is like a silicone based. It does help if you do have dry skin. This helps to just ease those areas down and not be so obvious either. So, am I going anywhere today? No. Any special occasions happening in my life? No. But practice makes perfect when it comes to makeup, so here I am practicing with you. If you have some makeup that you want to put on with me, you know, have at it. Bring something out. We'll do makeup together, and that's always fun. I got this from TJ Maxx, and it was $13 when the original price is like $38. So it was like the only color that was like close to my skin tone, but it is more yellow, which, oh, don't twist the top. It is a pump. I twisted it and it went like all over my sink. So here's a sponge, and even though it is not my color, I tried this the other day and it turned out pretty neat. I put this around my face almost like a contour. Definitely not my color. I'm voluntarily doing this because when you're able to put a lighter foundation over it, it is beautiful. It worked for me the other day And I used, in combination with this, L'Oreal True Match Nude foundation. So my mirror is kind of far away, and I'm going to use my vintage mirror here to just feather it in, because the L'Oreal True Match also has a very nice look to it. I like it. There, it doesn't look too bad, but you can definitely tell it's not my color. I have the L'Oreal True Match in 1 to 2.5. That's what that color is. I do have, this is like my winter shade that I have. Yes, I have 2 different shades in this. I've really liked it. Really liked it. But when you do your makeup, you do your ears, do your neck, do your face. That way it doesn't look like you are wearing a mask just around here. You want to make it all look the same and look really nice. Also, and it's a Hydrating Camo Concealer. Didn't crease on me the other day when I wore it. I've been trying it and just testing it. I don't like everything from e.l.f. Look at that. That's nice. I mean, for 2 a.m. dark shadows, just about gone. I love it. I like that. So cool. I like it. Is the Believe Beauty. This is from Dollar General, and it is in translucent. So that's the powder. So let's take one of these brushes from ColourPop and see what we can find out. F28, they say. So let's take it out of the package. Oh, it's fluffy. Fluff, fluff, fluff. Okay, it has a lot of boing to it. Not as boingy as this one from Sydney Grace. That one is pretty flexible for powder, but we'll try both. See? Yeah, it jiggles. So, highlighter, I'm not sure. So, we're going to take some of this powder, which is like freely going down. It's too much. Go back into your holes. So, I'm going to tappy tap in. Yeah. I'm going to use the lid and take off that excess, just like that. That's a lot. Oh my goodness. Okay, too much. Alright, and then I'm just going to lightly powder the face. My neck doesn't look yellow in my mirror. On camera, the yellow is very obvious. Very obvious, but in real life, it blended in very nicely. So it could be like the coloring also of my camera here. Alright, so there's a fuzzy coming off. Not always the best thing, but oh well. Fine lines. Of course I have fine lines. I'm 37 years old. There we go. I laugh and I smile, which is more than some people do. You know, sometimes they're like this and their face is stuck. Some politicians' faces, when you see them, they're like in a constant, like this. And when they smile or try to, it's more like a smirk. It worries me. It really does. Poor people. Just not happy in life. Let's do the eyes. A ColourPop E9, and it seems rather fluffy. See that? It looks rather fluffy. So, let's see what we can do here with these colors. And I'm going to go into this. Whoa. I went into that and it picked up a lot of product. This mirror, because it's like really good. So, I'm just going to pat. It's really pigmented. I hardly touched that pan, and that gave a lot. And then I'm gonna just blend blend, blend, blend into the eyes like that. That is beautiful. First impression. This is not a review. This is not a review. This is a first impressions. And so I'm just tapping into that brown pan like that. That's it. And then I'm just gonna tap it into the skin. So try and keep fallout to a minimum. And then we'll blend out those rough edges. Tappy tap a little bit. Tap more, deepen that crease. Brush isn't bad. You know, I like looking up reviews before buying makeup. I really do. And so some don't like the brushes because they are so flexible, like this one is. But for tapping, I like following Angelica Nyquist on YouTube. And she uses this technique of patting and putting it into the crease and then gently blending. And she does colorful makeup. She does absolutely gorgeous, very colorful. She uses colors that would be like, whoa, I could never use that. E2 ColourPop brush. And there's no product on it, and I'm just gonna blend it. I do have wrinklage. That comes with age. Everyone gets wrinkles. Yes, even some of those beauty YouTubers are going to age. Everyone does. Everyone has wrinkles. And that's just something that has to be, accepted. You're not insignificant because you're aging. No way. You are beautiful, no matter what age you are. People, but you hear it on social media like, I'm in my 40s and I just feel like I'm not being seen anymore. Your family, your kids, those that are close to you are what matters, not social media, not people you don't know, not followers, not Facebook. One thing I've noticed about social media is that it is a totally different world than the real world that we live in and work in every day. Two vastly different types of mentalities and the way people treat each other. It is very different. And I noticed that difference during 2020. Social media had all these different fear things going on of people being angry at each other and yelling and screaming and talking about the masks and all this stuff, and videos of fistfights happening in Walmart and stuff from people not wearing their masks. And I never once experienced that in real life in any of the Walmarts I went to in my area. And I live in a pretty populated area. I just said enough is enough with a mask, and I'm not wearing it anymore. And I did get some comments, but usually in passing or something like that. But it was just somebody expressing their opinion. Like, but it wasn't like totally rude. I could hear them say it, but it's not like I was offended by it. I mean, it was their opinion. They're allowed to have their opinion. But then you get these keyboard warriors on social media, and they make life miserable for everybody because they're just pushing their opinion on people. But you don't know whether or not, these days, whether or not those accounts are real. You don't know who's real on social media anymore. You don't know what account is a bot, and you don't know what account is a real live person. Think about it. How social media can be influenced by fake accounts. Is it possible to have thousands of cell phones in a warehouse, having all these accounts on them, and influencing social media in a way to actually change people's minds concerning different issues that they are viewing in politics or stuff like that. Think of how easy it would be to influence people's minds to think differently than what their belief system is that they're brought up with, because of, well, that's all the opinions of today. That is, that's the popular belief nowadays, when actually it isn't. It's just a bunch of fake bots expressing the opinion of maybe one or two people controlling them. Yeah. Another thing about YouTube and negative comments, which I haven't had yet. I'm a micro account here on YouTube. I'm pretty insignificant. But there was a talk going on between Cletus McFarland and a round table of other YouTubers about talking about the racing industry. And I like watching Cletus McFarland. My husband likes watching him, and to watch all these neat fast cars going down a track, and they're having loads of fun. And they were talking around this round table about how negative comments have the same value as positive comments in the section. So if you are a YouTuber and you are getting a ton of backlash for maybe a belief or something like that, the algorithm picks up your account more if there's activity on your account. So if you have negative comments, it's the same thing as a positive comment. Same value. It may hurt your feelings a little bit, but you know what? Feelings come and go. It doesn't have to be a permanent thing. We can choose to be offended, or we can choose to just let it shake it off, let it wash. We are in situations that are kind of stressful and stuff like that. Take it with a grain of salt, and it's good to be out of that. What I'm talking about is that when you dip your brush into a pigment that's really fallout, you can spray it with water. That's what I was going to say. Alright, so this one is rather, ooh, look at that. Just a tiny little boop, and we got color. Years ago, pink and brown was like the thing in the baby aisle. Lots of pink brown. So this reminds me of the baby aisle at Walmart during 2012. Pink and brown. Strollers are pink and brown. Everything was pink and brown. How much we got on our brush right there. Set that off to the side. Spray that right there in the middle. Oh yeah, baby. So don't get discouraged with your YouTube channel if you are experiencing some backlash. Those comments will help your channel grow. Drama helps channels grow. It's not fun to go through drama. Now, if you're being foolish and lying to your base about products, well, then maybe the drama is warranted. Be honest with your people that have decided to follow you and give up of their time. The drama around that mascara was crazy. And, well, deservedly so. I was going to do a review on it with my stubby little eyelashes. But then I thought, let's see how this goes. And then you see influencers that are like, well, I'm just here for the money, and if I'm going to lie, I'm just going to lie. Well, that makes everyone feel good about watching you. I tell ya. Ugh. There you go. I'm just going to blend that pink a little bit. I'm going into this lighter one, just like that, and my brush is sort of wet. I'm just placing it right there. I'm trying to use all the colors to see if there's differences between them. Maybe a slight difference. Now it's the other side, then I'm going to flip it to the dark side. Dark side of the moon. Just pat that right there. So there's been very little fallout with these colors. Some. Not, it's not totally without, but a lot less than what I was anticipating. And so far I haven't been minding the ColourPop brushes. They're actually pretty nice. That's not too bad. Just bronzed it up a little bit with the Rimmel natural bronzer. I've used this stuff so much. I love it. I don't think I'll ever use it all the way up. It's like several years old, 30 months expiration date. I can't even remember when I got it, but I've used it a lot. Next thing I have really enjoyed is this Milani Rose blush, and it is in Spiced Rose, and it is pigmented, but I have used it quite a bit. I ordered this off of Masscera. If you are looking for makeup that is not released anymore, Spiced Rose is hard to find. I could not find it in Walmart. I could not find it anywhere, but I like this color. It's like a terracotta colored rose. All you need is just a little bit, and I'm going to go up from here down. Yeah. Beautiful sheen. But if I can encourage you as a YouTuber, or even if you're on other platforms, don't get swallowed up in the drama. And don't get discouraged by negative comments. Got to have action on your channel for the algorithm to pick up your channel and put it out there. If your channel's dead, then it's not going to see you. And so, you know, put your comments down below of what you think. I usually don't do highlighter. It's one of those things that I don't really focus on. Oh, okay. Put it down like this. Yeah, it's like an angled type brush, and this one is the ColourPop F21. It has a nice angle to it. Yeah, that might work. So taking out the Sydney Grace, putting it on. Even ColourPop has ways of doing singles. Just want it right there. Yeah, that's not too bad. Not too shabby. Oh yeah, gotta get that chin, didn't I? Get too carried away with the highlighter, and all of a sudden you look like a grease ball. I don't like that look. I do not like the greasy look. I do like matte. I do like a lot of mattes above my eyes. And going into the Sydney Grace palette, one of these browns might work. Yeah, lots of browns. Let's go with this one right here. And we'll go up. Warms it up a little bit more. This is a very dark purple. Quite the look. Let's brighten up those eyes a little bit. I have like the shiny one from like Christmas time right here. From the January collection. What is this one called? Peace. Alright. So where is that flat brush? This one right here. It's there. That brightens up that purple. Then I'll just blend it. There. Yep, much better. Oh yes. The mascara. Other fingers. Now this has a different kind of blade. It's like flat on this side right here with little bristles. And then that way. So what they say is, step 1. Lift and load your lashes using the front hook bristles, applying from root to tip. Right. Root. I'm not good at applying mascara, like totally there. I have the bad habit of touching my eyelashes and going like this. Yeah, that's me. Use the side hook comb to separate your lashes for added volume and length. Do you think my lashes will go up to here? if I use this? Let's find out. Picture says it looks pretty intense. See that picture right there? Yeah. It feels nice. We'll see. Bristly and then flat as a pancake. I'm going to have a handheld mirror. First impressions. So, flat edge. How did they say to do this? Lift and load your lashes using the front hook bristles. Okay. Here we go. I don't curl my lashes. I'll just let you know that, right? Ooh, it's kind of clumpy. Okay. Not exactly life-changing or amazing. Ah! Go from the root to the tip. I knew I would do that. Yep. That's just me all over. Do you like the hooks? It does give you quite an added advantage to separate the eyelashes, but I made a mess. Oh yeah. Alright, let that dry. I don't care. I'm not going anywhere today. I'm not gonna be like all weird and freak out about it. Oh my goodness. Seriously, it's just mascara. It dries. It will dry. It's not terrible. Alright, see? I did it again. I got it right up there. I'm terrible at mascara. First impressions, it's a lot of work. Ah! I went too far back. I don't know how to apply fake eyelashes. I'll just be right there and honest with you. I don't. What do I think about it? I need more practice. The E21. See what we can do about these little guys down here. It's coming off. It itches and it tingles, but it's not terrible. I mean, just add it to the rest of my dark circles. Separate those buggers. Do I like the mascara? It added depth and length, and I think I got it in black. Yeah, black brown. Do I want to do my bottom lashes too and see if I can poke myself even better? I don't know. I don't know. I don't hate it. There you go. Flick that one off too. I don't hate it. I don't love it either. I'm not used to it. I'm just not used to it. Let's see here. That was one coat. One coat. Second coat. They are not separating after that. It is like plastic. They're stuck together. Once it dries, and you're not going to get them unseparated. Which isn't a bad thing. What do you think? Huh? It's okay. It's mascara. One thing I wanted to find out with this mascara is, does it do my eyebrows? This might be the crime of the century, but we are going to fill in the eyebrows with mascara, giving definition, depth, color. It's doing pretty good. There, keep the bristles straight so it can comb down and straight through. It's not the normal thing to do. Once it dries, you can clean up mistakes, but once you get it, the brush isn't too bad. It's actually really nice. There you go. Clean up the mistakes. Take the color pop and just brush it up. Brush that extra up into the brow. Clean it off with your finger. Keep going. Have patience. Don't get scared. Don't think you've messed up. Just comb it through once it's dried. And then you will have very dark, fluffy eyebrows. Alright, no big deal there. Alright, first impression, was it worth the 10 bucks? Well, it puts stuff on your eyes, so there you go. Alright, I have here the Believe Beauty Long Lasting Lip Liner. The shade, Barely There. And I got this on recommendation from Sabrina. She's really nice. I like her channel. My lips, that's really interesting, is that I have like this fake lip right here, so if I line that, it looks like I overlined my lips. It's really weird. Doing the crisscross from here, go that way, and then over here, go that way. And it's like a crisscross effect, and it does pretty good. Now, another thing that I picked up, Essence Plumping Lip Filler with cinnamon oil and hyaluronic acid. And it looks like this, and they had 3 pearly translucent type, like a clear. This one's like a clear one. It's like a red, and this has chili extract in it, and it's supposed to plump. It's like this cherry clear one, but my favorite one has been this color right here, and that's in this rosy toned box. Cooling bite, you might say. It's a bit thicker too, but it's not unpleasant, and it's not heavy. It's just refreshing. It's just almost like Sydney Grace formula, only with that bite to it, that same thickness. Sydney Grace lip glosses are okay, but one thing I did notice when I wore them, and I have been wearing them, is that they do like to go into the fine lines of your lips if you don't line your lips. At least for me, that's the way it is. All right, so the eyeshadow was absolutely beautiful. The brushes from ColourPop were good. I didn't have any problems. They're not terrible. A whole day's worth of wear, not bad. I really enjoyed my makeup day. It was very nice. So from about 4 o'clock in the morning to almost 12 o'clock at night, this is how it looks. I did powder my face before church tonight. Overall, everything held up really nicely. This mask, they're like stiff and plasticky, but no dust, no fallout from the eyelashes. The Sydney Grace eyeshadows held up really nicely. I don't see any real creasing going on. We'll see each other again. Bye.